Hey everybody, welcome to the last day of writing this week. We are going to just look at sentences and I'm going to talk about what's not right about them. All right, and then I'm going to talk about the parts of them. Looking at this sentence, the skeletons carved the pumpkins, I see two things automatically not right with them. See if you can see them. Okay, let me get the pen here. Do you see what I see right off the bat? This letter right here is not a capital letter. So I put 3 lines under it and I put a capital T right there so that when I rewrite it, I write it correctly. That is not correct. Then what I notice right away is there's no punctuation mark. So I put a circle right there and then I have to determine, is it a period? Is it a question mark? Is it an exclamation point? The skeletons carved the pumpkins. Well, that's a statement. So I'm going to put a period right there. Right off the bat, that was not a sentence. There's 4 or 5 in every class that is doing this exact thing. You have to have a capital at the beginning of your sentence. You have to have a period at the end of your sentence. Then I read the sentence. The skeletons carved the pumpkins. All right. The skeletons would be my subject. What is the verb? Do you see the verb? I see carved. And then I see the what did they carve? That's my predicate. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for things, adjectives to go in front of my nouns. Those are my 2 nouns. A skeleton was a living creature. He's actually a thing now. A pumpkin is a thing. I don't have any adjectives in this sentence. So first I think, what kind of skeletons could they be? So I could say the sad skeletons. I could say the skinny skeletons. I could say the spooky skeletons. So maybe I write a few down and then I try to find the best one. I don't have one before pumpkins either. I'm going to say large pumpkins. I could say a number. The skeletons carved the 12 pumpkins. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to put the number 12 out there. Maybe I use that. I'm going to say, because the skeletons are dead, maybe the pumpkins are rotten. Okay. So sometimes I do a couple of adjectives looking for the best one. So then I read it. The sad skeletons carved the rotten pumpkins. The skinny skeletons carved the 12 pumpkins. The spooky skeletons carved the large pumpkins. Do you see how I do it? So you have to find those nouns and then say, okay, which one? I'm going to do the spooky and I'm going to do the rotten pumpkins. All right. And then when I would rewrite it, I would rewrite all of those corrections, the capital at the beginning, the punctuation, and I would add the adjectives into it. All right. Let's look at the next sentence. Do you see what's wrong with it? While I'm changing my pen, do you see this is exactly how we grade your writing. We go down that checklist. Is it a complete thought? Does it have punctuation? Does it have capitals? Does it have a clear subject, a verb, and then what they're doing? A when, a where, a why, a how. And so I see it right off the bat. 3 lines under here tells me that I need to capitalize that. That's the editing mark. When I want to, you'll see when you get back into the classroom, we will do that to you. We'll put 3 lines under your writing and it means you need to capitalize something. A circle means that you've left something out. I've left punctuation, so I have to think about my punctuation mark. The pumpkins rotted in the field. That's a clear statement. I'm going to put a period there. Then I'm going to make sure I have a subject, the pumpkins. Then I'm going to check for that verb, rotted, past tense, ed, past tense, ed. Where did they rot? They rotted in the field. That's all of my predicate. All right. Then what I do is I go, okay, where are my nouns? Pumpkin is a noun. It's a thing. A field is a place. All right. It's a large open grassland area that doesn't have a lot of trees in it. And then I say, okay, can I add some adjectives? The orange pumpkins, that would be good. I could say the old pumpkins. I could say the tiny pumpkins. Now, see, it wouldn't make any sense. The 12 pumpkins rotted. Well, yeah, it would. I could do a number. The spooky is another one. All right. Sometimes I write a few. All right. Now I go over to field and I would say the large field because pumpkin patches are really big. Let's see, the marshy field, the wet field, that maybe that's why they're rotten. So now I think, okay, the orange pumpkins, the old pumpkins, I'm going to do old because if they're rotting, they're probably older. The old pumpkins rotted in the wet field. Excellent. Now I would rewrite it. So see, writing isn't just slapping it on a piece of paper and calling it good. You have to spend time doing it and thinking about it and thinking about the parts. And then I would read it to somebody when I rewrote it. All right, let's look at this other one. The cat hide behind the tombstone. I see several mistakes. The cat hide behind the tombstone. Okay, so I get that red pen and I see it automatically. Did you see it? That it needed a capital. I see there's no punctuation mark. And then I have a word that wasn't correct. Did you hear that? The cat hide behind the tombstone. So this word right here needs to be changed and the silent E needs to drop away and the word would be hid. Now let me read it. The cat hid behind the tombstone. Now I'm ready to check my parts. So I go, the cat. What did the cat do? It hid. Where did it hide or hid? Where was it doing that action? Behind the tombstone. Now what I do is I go, okay, there is a noun. Here is a noun. And I asked myself, what could I do? Automatically, I thought of this, didn't you? The black cat. Okay. The dangerous cat. The terrifying cat. The spooky cat. See that? Hid behind the ancient tombstone, meaning really old. Old tombstone. All right. Ancient is a really cool word for old that means really super old, like mummy old, long time ago. So now I read it. The black cat hid, not hide, behind the ancient tombstone. And I'm ready to rewrite it and be done with it. But please don't slap your writing just on a piece of paper and go, you know what, I'm done. Yay, woo, I got that done. You have to actually work. You actually have to think about writing and reread it and add those words in and make it make sense. All right? So have a good day writing. I think you're writing with a picture to do with the book Boo today. All right? Talk to you later.